The Curse of Oak Island preview. Team set to uncover Shaft 6, which lies a mere 18 feet from Money Pit Treasure Chamber. This week on The Curse of Oak Island, the team discovers more evidence of a ship buried in the swamp, and they go in search of Shaft 6, which will lead them directly to the Money Pit Chamber. Last week, the team took receipt of a massive excavator with an 80-foot reach in the hope of finally recovering the ancient ship that they suspect was deliberately sunk in the swamp area. Frankly, they didn't find anything of note on the last episode, but it seems like their luck is about to change. The episode preview showed the guys have uncovered a trove of artifacts from the swamp, all or some of which are thought to come from a ship. Marty Lagina can be heard stating, "The swamp is yielding things." But potentially the most exciting find this week could be the discovery of Shaft 6. Rick Lagina states in the preview that he always thought the key to the money pit could be found in Shaft 6, and it looks like they may have found it. The preview also shows an excited Charles Barkhouse and Terry Matheson, who have been key figures on the drilling program in the money pit area. Terry asks Charles, "If it is Shaft 6, how close are we to the money pit?" Charles responds with 18 feet. The History Channel's episode descriptor alludes to both the finds in the swamp and Shaft 6 by reading, "Has the Oak Island team found Shaft 6? Way back in 1861, treasure hunters decided to avoid the infamous booby traps by digging a shaft, what would become known as Shaft 6 to 18 feet, to the west of the money pit. They thought they could then construct a tunnel that would come up to the treasure chamber from underneath. Alas, at a depth of 118 feet and just a tantalizing 1-foot distance from the money pit itself, their efforts were thwarted when seawater began rushing into the tunnel, which put an instant halt to the project. Oak Island treasure may be scattered over a wide area. The hunters heard a series of crashes, which they concluded was the sound of the original wooden cribbing from the money pit collapsing. This would mean the treasure was scattered across a flooded debris field. Fingers crossed, the guys have located Shaft 6, as that would mean they're almost on top of the treasure. And, with modern excavating techniques, our Oak Island guys would be able to get to the loot much easier than the 1861 hunters. The legend of Oak Island may be centuries old, but the thrill of the hunt is about to ignite like never before. In a riveting upcoming episode of The Curse of Oak Island, the Fellowship of the Dig is on the cusp of a major breakthrough. After seasons of digging, deciphering, and daring decisions, the team is zeroing in on one of the most promising excavation sites in recent history. Shaft 6, a long-lost excavation just 18 feet away from what they believe could be the elusive money pit treasure chamber itself. The tantalizing tease of Shaft 6. Shaft 6 isn't new to Oak Island lore. Constructed by the original treasure seekers back in the mid-1800s, the shaft was part of a desperate attempt to outmaneuver the island's infamous flood traps. Buried deep in the annals of Oak Island's history, Shaft 6 was believed to have collapsed or flooded beyond recovery. Until now. Rick and Marty Lagina, fueled by recent high-resolution seismic scans and ground-penetrating radar, have homed in on the location of Shaft 6 with stunning accuracy. The scans show a clear vertical anomaly, wood-lined, sharply defined, matching the dimensions of the historic shaft. Even more thrilling, it lies just 18 feet from the massive underground void that could be the original money pit treasure vault. The clock is ticking. Time is always the enemy on Oak Island. With Nova Scotia's unpredictable weather and the ever-looming winter freeze, the pressure is on to make progress fast. This season, the team has opted for an aggressive excavation schedule. Heavy-duty caisson drilling rigs have been positioned, and the crew from Dumas Mining is already on-site prepping for a massive dig. The plan is to excavate Shaft 6 with the utmost care, avoiding a collapse that could jeopardize the fragile treasure chamber so close by. If successful, they'll not only intersect a shaft with potential historic artifacts, they may also breach the perimeter of the vault that's been evading explorers for over 200 years. Last season, seismic scans revealed what appeared to be a rectangular chamber 100-plus feet underground. Oak Island researchers and theorists have long believed that the true treasure of the money pit, whether it be Marie Antoinette's jewels, Aztec gold, or Templar relics, rests in a secure vault, hidden behind a network of booby traps and decoys. Its Shaft 6 was indeed dug to bypass those traps, and if the current data is accurate, then this rediscovery may finally provide a clean path to the vault. That makes the 18 feet of earth and ancient timbers separating the Fellowship from their prize more critical and more dangerous than ever before. Marty's pragmatism meets Rick's passion. In the preview, tensions run high as the team debates strategy. Marty Lagina, ever the cautious engineer, warns that even a small miscalculation could destabilize the chamber. It's like standing next to a glass wall separating you from the answer of a lifetime, he says in a confessional. We want to break through, but not break everything. Meanwhile, Rick Lagina's excitement is palpable. He spent a lifetime chasing the Oak Island mystery, and now he's standing at the edge of history. We've followed the clues, trusted the science, and respected the legend, Rick tells the crew. Now Shaft 6 is giving us a second chance to rewrite everything. Gary Drayton's metal detecting frenzy. Fan favorite metal detection expert Gary Drayton is also in on the action. As dirt is hauled up from the shaft site, he's combing through spoils with the finesse of a treasure whisperer. In a clip teased in the preview, Gary hits on a large metallic object buried near the shaft's edge, an artifact so corroded yet intriguing that even Marty utters his iconic phrase, "Now we're cooking with gas." Could this be part of the original 1800s shaft equipment, or something far older? Doug Krull and the X-Factor documents. Researcher Doug Krull adds fuel to the fire by presenting new documents unearthed from a British archive. These 19th century engineering sketches reference a vault bypass structure suspiciously similar to what they now believe is Shaft 6. More excitingly, the annotations suggest it was within spitting distance of the treasure vault but abandoned due to flooding. Doug's analysis backs up their current trajectory, adding another layer of historic credibility to the dig. Dr. Spooner. The anomaly is real. Geoscientist Dr. Ian Spooner, known for his cool demeanor and data-first approach, provides a seismic reading update. The chamber is not natural, he says with conviction. Its symmetry, depth, and shape strongly indicate human construction, and it's directly in line with Shaft 6. For viewers who have followed the years of disappointments, false positives, and flooded shafts, Spooner's assessment brings new gravity to the team's endeavor. This isn't another red herring. This could very well be it. A race against nature, with every foot they day, the pressure increases. The deeper the caisson goes, the more unstable the surrounding ground becomes. The threat of a cave-in or flood trap activation grows with each passing hour. In a dramatic teaser, viewers get a glimpse of a tense moment as workers yell to halt the drill. Water is suddenly gushing into the shaft. Is it a natural aquifer or the infamous flood tunnel trap reactivating? The next chapter awaits. Whether the team finally lays eyes on the treasure or just inches closer to it, one thing is clear. Shaft 6 holds secrets that Oak Island has been guarding for generations. The stakes are at an all-time high. Years of research, millions of dollars, and a lifetime of dedication have brought them to this precipice. And now, just 18 feet stand between the Fellowship and what could be the most important discovery in Oak Island history. Will Shaft 6 finally crack the code of the money pit, or will Oak Island tighten its grip on its secrets for another season? One thing's for sure, treasure or not, history is about to be unearthed, and fans won't want to miss a second.